I remember my first day as a teacher's assistant with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Fresh out of college, I, Alex Thompson, stepped into the world of academia, an arena that felt both familiar and foreign. I was a man in my mid-20s, yet my demeanor, my sensitivity, and even my choice of clothing elicited a barrage of taunts and whispers. The students and faculty alike would crack jokes, calling me the pretty little assistant and mocking my gentle approach. "Why are you so soft-spoken?" they'd ask, their eyes swirling with disbelief. It was as if my very existence challenged their expectations of masculinity. At first, I shrugged it off, using humor to fend off the barbs. I'd laugh with them, even when their jokes struck an uncomfortable chord. Deep down, I knew there was a truth in their jibes, a connection to a side of me that I had yet to explore fully. My heart raced as I watched the vivacious women around me, each embodying a confidence that felt both alluring and unattainable. Their laughter was a melody I longed to join, their freedom something I coveted silently. It was during a particularly grueling semester that the pressures of my dual life began to fracture my resolve. One night, I stood in front of the bathroom mirror, tears streaming down my cheeks, questioning everything I thought I knew about myself. Why was I pretending to be someone I wasn't? Who was I trying to please? I realized then that I was tired of living in a guise that wasn't my own. That night marked the beginning of my metamorphosis. I sought the help of a therapist who guided me through the layers of my identity. I began to embrace the aspects of myself that I had suppressed for fear of rejection. It was during these sessions that I realized I didn't just want to dress like a woman or act like one. I wanted to be a woman, so began my transformation, both mentally and physically. I landed on the name Alexia, a name that resonated with the woman I was uncovering within, one who was not afraid of love, beauty, and all the elements the world had associated with femininity. As I transitioned, I also began to experiment with my appearance. For the first time, I found joy in shopping for fitted clothes, experimenting with makeup, and letting my hair grow long. I started with soft blouses that hugged my curves, high-waisted skirts that flowed with my movements, and delicate jewelry that made me feel like I could sparkle. I remember the first time I put on a feminine outfit and looked in the mirror. I gasped. The reflection was a stranger, but also someone who felt undeniably familiar, like a ghost of the identity I had held back. Soon enough, I took the plunge and officially changed my appearance. I returned to the college not as Alex, but Alexia. The shock was palpable. The same people who once laughed at me now stared in awe, their jaws almost dragging on the floor. The transformation had drawn eyes and admiration from students and faculty alike. Suddenly, I was being invited to join discussions I had previously been excluded from, and my opinions were sought after with a newfound respect. Ironically, the very individuals who had mocked me began to shower me with compliments. "You look stunning," they would say. "How did we not notice your beauty before?" I could hardly contain my laughter at the poetic absurdity of it all. These were the same people who had once reduced me to a stereotype, now enamored by the woman I had become. As weeks turned into months, I found that I thrived in my new role. I was not just a teacher's assistant, I was a mentor, a confidant. The students seemed to connect with me in a way they hadn't before. I was able to guide them with my insights about identity and self-acceptance, imparting lessons that stemmed from my own journey. Every lecture brought new energy, and classroom discussions flourished as I infused them with a unique perspective on life that came from living as both a man and a woman. In sharing my story, I learned the beauty of vulnerability. I wrote articles for the college newsletter, talking candidly about my experience and identity. My work touched many hearts, inspiring others to embrace their truths. I had transformed not just my body, but my life, my relationships, and ultimately, my essence. Today, I fully embrace my life as Alexia, a beautiful woman flourishing among the plants of academia. I am living proof that transformation can lead one not only to find beauty, but also happiness within oneself. Every day I walk through the campus, students greet me with warmth, and I fill the air with laughter and knowledge. It feels liberating to know that I have finally, truly found myself.